Okay, here we are.
Here
Stop.
we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Welcome to another episode of Divine Purpose Podcast with your host Patrice and
Daniel Myers. What we got today, babe? You know I'm gonna fuck the intro up all the time. What we got today, love?
if it was me, he would be pissed. But anyway, what we got today is first of all, this is our first live on Facebook.
This is our first Facebook Live. We've
Actually,
done
our
it
second.
before.
It's our
Yeah, we
second.
did it with Straight Talking with
Yeah.
Chase. We did it with
Yep.
with
hmm
Desi and Cohen. And
This is the first one we did on our own.
yes.
So I'm proud of us. Toot.
To
So also too, March 5th, March 1st, 5th.
No, March 5th. The first Saturday in March.
March 5th, the first Saturday in March will be our first live recording
Not our first.
of 2022.
Oh yeah.
We will have a studio audience. We got some real dope guests that's going to be on.
The band.
Yes. Oh shit! I guess we getting the band back. The band. So we'll figure out like once we solidify everything with the guests, we'll let you guys know.
Have it on Eventbrite.
Yep, we'll put it on Eventbrite.
It'll be in the link in the bio, which goes to our link tree. They're supposed to say that professionally.
Is that how that was professional?
I stumbled.
Oh, okay.
Whatever announcements we got.
Okay.
First Saturday of the month starting in first Saturday of March.
Yes.
The 5th.
Yes.
We will be at Culture Coffee 2.
Yes.
300 Riggs Road Northeast.
Yes.
With Miss V. I actually like the live events because they're real cool. So
it's a whole vibe.
Yeah, we get to interact with people. It's like the couples lounge and everybody's chilling. So I like that. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. It's very good. Very good. Good stuff. So that will be on the 5th. After we'll be here next Tuesday recording a live. And if you want to follow us and get any other updates on things that we have going on, follow us at Instagram and Facebook. And our videos will be posted on YouTube, and the audio will be on Apple, Google Play, Spotify, and
Anchor, Stitcher, all them places. Oh, soon to be Amazon.
And all the places that people actually listen to podcasts.
Yeah, I'm a listener.
You're a listener? I'm a listener to a podcast. Actually, I prefer to watch.
Yeah, you're a watcher. I'm a listener.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Freak ass.
So anyway, this episode we are reviewing when we were on the Duncan show.
Right.
Sherrell and Alfred Duncan invited us to Friends Who Smash podcast, and we recorded that in December. It aired recently.
Yeah,
what was it? 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
2 weeks ago now. Backstory: right after that podcast, I proceeded to die of COVID.
Not right after.
It was that same day. Remember, we left early from the fire department.
Super spreader.
Am I the super spreader?
You're a fucking super spreader.
Is it me? Oh no! Is it me? Oh shit!
You're the worst.
It might be me.
Get the fucking shot.
It might be me. But yeah, so we moved from.
No, I don't get that shit.
I'm good. We moved. I mean, it depends. I might break down, but shit. So anyway, after that, broke down, had COVID, everything was a disaster. But anywho, the show was amazing. Yeah. It was really good.
Good production too.
Good production. Spizzy, Drinks by Spizzy. Spot was dope.
Yeah.
Out brandy wine, juice, smoothies were amazing. Yeah. I love the whole concept of Spizzy and how they named their juices out of cities in PG County. So
that's Brother Victorious.
Brother Victorious.
That's Brother Victorious.
So yeah, so that was a whole good vibe. So we watched that episode, and how did you feel about it?
You know, okay, this is what was interesting about watching it. Yeah, actually, so you know we like podcasts anyway, so we always watching podcasts. But now you're looking at a podcast and you're on the podcast. Now I understand that people, you know, like that was the first time we was interview on another show. Because like Marcus interviewed us before.
Yeah.
And he did a good job interviewing. That was weird to watch too. But yesterday, like
very weird to watch.
Yeah, but that other one, like Friends Who Smashed It, really felt like we was like being interviewed, and it was real professionally done. And I was able to look at myself like I'm on a fucking pop.
Who's here?
Yeah.
Who is that? I'm on TV.
You had your makeup on and shit.
Oh yeah, I was all dead up. Damo faces. Somebody had me looking right, had my face all glistening and shit. So that was another thing.
But that was like the only thing. It was good to watch. It was real therapeutic to watch, and I didn't realize what I appreciated was how vulnerable all of us were on the panel. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they're very open, and that's one thing that I like about them is how open they are.
Yeah.
About pretty much everything and how transparent they are, and that's why they was a good match for us, because that's what we are. We're very transparent about everything that we've gone through, everything that we've experienced together, and how they led us to where we are right now.
You know, a lot of people now are talking. It's a notion like, oh man, you putting everybody's saying everything, but it's like what you don't realize is your story and what you've gone through, and the steps and the mistakes you've made are ways other people, if they see that, it's like Hov did that, so hopefully you won't have to go through that type of shit.
Yeah, facts.
It's not nobody just trying to put this shit out there just for the fuck of it. No, man, like we're really out here helping relationships.
I think it's definitely a balance of giving information to people and not giving too much, right? Because like even like with us, with the way that we are with Kayla and Kier, we share a lot with them because I felt like I didn't really know anything that was going on in my parents' house.
Right.
Like I just not saying I was supposed to know everything that was going on between adults, but I didn't know the basics of anything like bill pay,
right.
Just even issues and how they kind of work through them outside of when it kind of spilled over.
Right.
And I would see it, but I never saw any real like exchanges or anything like that. So it felt like I probably had like a false perception of perfection because of that.
Oh, that makes a lot of fucking sense. Actually, it's probably me that expects perfection. Hey, look, I had to catch my own self.
I was like,
hey, your face
makes sense about what?
You looked at me like, nigga, you better not sit up here, part your lips and say that shit. I caught myself like, nah, you step the fuck up, nigga.
Makes a lot of sense. Anywho, it was a great episode. And so it was a couple of clips that really opened up our eyes to how we view our relationship and how we view each other. So we're going to get into one of those clips. And
yeah, which clip you want to do first?
Which one did you say you wanted to do first?
I don't know. Just pick, bloop. I don't want to mess nothing up.
Yeah, this is the first time using this. Hi. We fancy, huh?
That's fancy.
Let's see. Which one is this? This one. Don't want to get married is because I refuse to allow the people that threw me away because they thought I was dirty come back into my life because they think I'm now clean. And so you're either going to accept me dirty or don't accept me at all. So that's why I don't want to get married.
Yeah. And
well, I don't think you dirty. Especially you got on the white, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
This
we gotta check the neck part like I did. Right?
This
you got a little bit
on this story has like made me so emotional because I'm glad to know that y'all are in therapy. Both of you, right? Because it's different shit going on with both of you. And so now you have.
So that was
a clip. The reason I wanted to put that clip on because, and personally, I know that's personal, but I wanted to put that clip up because you mentioned about not being or wanting to be married. And then after we watched it together, he was like, yeah, I don't really like that. You didn't like what you said, or you didn't like what was it?
I didn't. Yeah, I felt for the first time ever hearing myself say that out loud, because I've heard myself say it before, but hearing myself say it out loud, it was I heard my pain, and I think that was
I did too.
I think that was what threw me off, and I didn't.
Go ahead. I'm trying to rub you. Go ahead. Cheesing this shit.
He don't even do this one. I'm regular.
This shit is like therapy, man. Like I like doing this. It make me want like, oh, you okay, baby?
Oh God! Did you see how awkward it was? He's like, oh, hold on. You see, how do you do this? How do you put your arm around somebody?
Put a cup down.
How does this work? but no. So yeah, that was the first time that I actually heard myself say it that way, and I felt like I was still being controlled. I felt like I wasn't where I needed to be, and I was like, wow, they still have a whole lot of power over my life, and that is what I realized in that moment. And I was like, my happiness, however way I choose to be happy, I shouldn't limit that in order to prove a point to somebody. And I felt like I was limiting our relationship by trying to prove a point to them.
Man, I think listening to that and knowing like what you're going through with that, that's one of the things that keep it. I live with so much guilt because of that. Because I know where that comes from, and I know, the way shit ended and the way shit was. It's like I gotta live with the guilt, and it's like. But it's all at the same time, I can't live with guilt, and you have to truly forgive. I said you have forgiven, but it doesn't mean it don't sting.
Yeah, it don't mean it don't sting, but also, it's different stages of forgiveness and all that stuff. So it's like, the first level is like, okay, I've been this long. Right. Then, it's another level, and it's just like, oh shoot, I'm saying this, and that's because I still feel the pain from this situation. Oh wow, look how not doing this is limiting me from bettering myself because I'm trying to prove a point. And so that's why I was like, damn, like hearing that out loud. And that's why I said to you the other day, I was like, thank you for being patient, because I know that you've definitely have that you wanted to get married, and I've been kind of like, nah, I'm good. I don't need all that shit.
Like, nah, nigga, fuck, we straight. We did that shit. My last name, Miles, nigga.
What we gotta do anything else for?
I never changed my last name anyway.
I'm good. Everything copacetic. Paperwork stays the same. Don't have to update nothing, right? But I definitely appreciate the fact that, like I said, that you was patient with me.
I said I was waiting on you
with that.
I was waiting on you.
Oh, you're so cute.
I try to be. Let's go to the next clip.
Okay.
The next clip, they just asked us a question. That was
So the way they had their show set up was also good too. It was like these real probing questions.
Probing? I was not probed.
You were definitely probed.
I was never probed.
You were so probed. They was up in there with flashlights. They had the binoculars. They had the little stretch. What's the little stretchy things to open them up wide?
Disgusting.
I cannot see.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You started it by telling me some
but you went way too far down.
I didn't go far. You was egging me on.
I was trying to stop you.
You was egging me on.
Trying to stop you, huh?
So no, but yeah. So I love the setup of the way the show goes, and I love how they close out with these real like dang it, like each question that I've heard so far towards the end has been different, and it really makes you sit and think about your relationship.
Yeah, and that's what it did, because we actually had to think. So here's the question.
Huh?
Play the question.
Oh.
You got the control.
Significant difference as individuals, and how does it help you as a couple?
Hold on, say that again. What was our most?
What would you
difference?
that helps you, that like something that you contribute to the relationship that only you have and she doesn't possess?
And something that she has that you.
Yeah.
You want to go?
Okay, so I feel like so Daniel is
How we doing this? Are you gonna tell what he has that you don't, and he's gonna tell what you have?
That's how I thought it was.
All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, let's do it that way.
okay.
He does her, she does him. That's what she said.
Oh, okay,
And then
okay,
we're
okay.
gonna do that, and then
Okay.
and then we be good.
Okay, cool.
All right, go ahead.
So Daniel is fearless. He is not scared of no. He's going to ask questions. He's going to be in a space. He's going to talk to everybody. He is like he's like my hype man, and like that's what he brings for me. Like it's times where I'm sometimes scared to walk into a room, or I don't want to be in a room, or I don't want to ask a question, and Daniel's like, go ahead, ask that shit, you need to figure that shit out, ask for more, do this, do that. And so that's what I've learned from him. I learned how to not be afraid to step into a room, and also how to just ask a question. And I'm learning not to be scared of no, because if I think it's a possibility of a no, I won't ask. And he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He don't care at all. He gonna ask because he like all it is a no.
Yeah.
And so I think I've missed out on a lot of opportunities because I thought it was possible for a no, so I just didn't even ask.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. What about you, Dan?
Patrice.
It's real interesting.
That's interesting. To my fearless, Patrice is cautious. So I'm fearless to the point, and I'm talking about.
How dope is that?
I'm talking about. I've put myself in situations where it could cost me my life.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I literally have said to her, she saved my life twice.
Yeah.
Like, cause where I knew where I was headed when I was 19, and I knew where I was headed right before we got back together, because I put myself in another jam, and both times she was there, and I was able to lean on my woman. Now, Patrice is very cautious. So I'm fearless to the point where I'll put myself in situations. Now, that fearlessness all leads to opportunities.
Yeah.
But that fearlessness can also lead to like, damn.
Could be a
like,
detriment.
how the fuck did I get myself in this situation?
Yeah.
Now, because she's so cautious, you're so cautious that my fearlessness and her cautiousness, it really creates a perfect.
Yeah.
It really
Balance.
levels it. It really, because like I can bring, if she could just come up to some of my fears, and I can come to some of her caution,
Yeah.
and I truly, honestly feel like where we are today,
Yeah, it's the space we're in.
that's the space we're in right now, and the things that are happening in our lives are reflecting and showing that.
Yeah.
And it's just like literally we have to just stay there, stay true to one another, stay friends, and our way of dealing with a lot of things, we kind of are lighthearted and keep a comedic way through things.
That's dope.
That's dope.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
That's dope.
I go.
So that's the second clip.
Yeah,
What you think about that one?
you go.
You go, ladies first.
Go, Daniel. Do this every time.
We mentioned balance.
Yeah.
And it also comes with finally my ass being patient.
Good grief. This nigga is expecting the world tomorrow.
Yesterday.
Tomorrow.
I deserve
Why is the world not here? Why didn't they show up? Don't they know I'm here?
People like, you ain't thankful? I am thankful, but I know it's more.
It's okay to know that there's more. That's not the problem.
Right.
The issue is the forcing of it, and also not being able to wait for your blessings to come. That's the problem.
But the blessings are here. They're coming. They're constant. But I know there's more. It sounds like ungratefulness, but it's not. It's because I know who I am. And that's it.
That was so annoying. That was so.
It's for those who have ears.
That was so annoying. Like, it was annoying because you said absolutely nothing. It's along the lines of when you revert back to your pastoral roots.
Pastoral roots.
I swear
Never
you
been
was
a pastor.
somebody's mega church
In another life.
in another life, because the stuff you be saying.
And people be like, yes, pastor.
What cult was you running in your previous life? Because that didn't make a lick of sense. And it's not that because I just know who I am. Like, what? So anyway,
I don't be want to just outright say, like, the inheritance of the chosen people is supposed to be given to
you
them.
want to sound like one of them folks. That's what it is. That's what it is. So you rather
keep it on the inside. Because, man, you sound crazy to normal people.
No, you sound crazy when you say, because I know who I am.
Because I know that it's only for people who have ears. If you have the ears, that motherfuckers heard it.
No.
Okay.
No, they didn't. And that another ongoing problem was thinking that everybody understood the words coming out of his mouth.
Everybody didn't hear it.
Okay, anywho. So that's not what I was saying though in reference to blessings. Mm-hmm. Like what I'm saying is like these events are gonna come, like things are gonna happen, things are in progress of happening. Right. I just felt like you always wanted to skip and go from point 1 to 100 and skip over all these other steps. So that's the part that I'm talking about. I understand blessings.
Right. So that's actually what the clip was talking about, mm-hmm. fearlessness. And I said if I come down and you come up, right, it'll create the perfect balance. Exactly. And you said that's the space I feel like we're in now.
Yeah. I feel like I think that's the space that we're trying to actively stay in.
So you don't feel like it?
I feel like doing that show, I think we're actively trying to stay in that pace, and I think it's on a day-to-day basis, a conversation, where we're trying to determine who needs to come up and who needs to come down. So it's active.
That was a good point.
Yeah, I don't think it's a home for us yet.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta come up, and sometimes I gotta come down, and sometimes it's not even just that; it's other things where we gotta. There are moments where, let's say, like if we about to get into some shit.
Get into what shit?
Any type of argument about
anything. Okay. I didn't know what you're talking about, some shit on the street. Like, what shit we about to get into? What shit?
See, that's the problem. You always with the shit. You be ready to go. Like, that's why
I'm not ready to go. I'm trying to figure out, where do I have to go? What are you wishing on?
We're sitting here having a good conversation.
What shit we about to get into? Get into some shit. Normally when people say about getting into some shit, like, that means, like, they about to get into a fight. Like
I said, if I'm talking about an argument, like if we're getting into some.
Do you know the difference between you don't know the difference between an argument and a fight, do you?
What you mean?
You don't know the difference. You don't know the difference between an argument and a fight.
What's the difference?
One has physical hands. An argument.
I said argument. You said fight.
But you said, get into some shit. I said, normally when people say get into some shit, I'm thinking about a fight. And you said, yes, an argument is a fight. So what I'm saying is, no, a fight is an escalated argument. That's when you're done speaking and now you are ready to go to blows.
I wasn't even thinking nothing along those terms of going to blows.
Oh God, that's not what I'm saying. It's all right.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Lord Jesus, it's all right.
I don't even understand what just happened.
No worries. Anywho, yeah. So if we about to get into some shit,
so if we're about to get into it, if we're about to get into an argument, it might be one day you might be the one spazzing out, and I'll be like, "You disrespectful, you always spazzing out on me, and it might be a day I'm spazzing out,
and I say
you disrespectful, you that now you know. Sometimes you don't know who has to come up or come down. Is what I was trying to originally say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all. How'd you feel about the clip?
But that way I felt about the clip was that I think that it was a good way to show what our balances are, and not only I think what our balances. It reminds me of that song all the time that I always reference. The things that make me love you are also the things that push me away. That Mick Addition song, because literally what I love about you is your fearlessness, and what I also hate about you is your fearlessness. What you love about me is the fact that I'm cautious and I'm not out here as much as everybody think I'm loud. I'm not.
No.
And because you like that caution, but also that caution is a hindrance to the goals that you want to achieve as well. So it's like the same things that we love about each other also like complicate our relationship too. And so it's interesting seeing us in a long seeing us speak about those attributes. It was good seeing us speak about those attributes in a positive light, like we did, versus how we typically speak about them normally, which is always in a negative light.
We actually spoke it out, and that's why I'm saying it felt therapeutic to talk that stuff out with somebody else who's willing to be vulnerable as well and share their stories, not just all the wins, because we all have wins, but there are times where we have to literally sit back and understand that this is what we're supposed to be in unity.
What's the wins that you're referencing when you say we all have wins? What does that mean?
Okay, a win. Here's one win right now. November 5th of 2020, we decided we did our first episode of Divine Purpose Podcast. We started in a format where we was interviewing people working in there.
Oh shit, we went on 2 years.
Yeah, it'll be 2 years next
in November. Whoa.
It's your birthday. So when you ask, and we're only 26 episodes in.
Damn.
That's a fucking little bit of episodes for 2 years.
Damn.
We gotta pick our content game up.
I'm not going in. It's another conversation. On another day, I'm not going in. I'm not
now
going
that we got
there.
this cool setup in the house, we can do this a lot.
I'm not going in.
I got you. We should be on. Damn, this is all we got. 2 years. We should be on episode.
But you know what? Real talk though, like awesome, like That's Okay. That chick Angel and her husband Marcus was doing their podcast for, I believe.
This is gonna start an argument.
Yeah, is this gonna start an argument? They was doing their podcast for, I believe, like 2 years, and 3 years before they really became consistent with it. And within this last year, actually, is when their consistency picked up, and it
Hey, look, for the people that's only listening,
who have ears.
for the people that's listening, I had my headphones on backwards, and I'm like, why is this shit so uncomfortable? And I looked at this bitch, I'm gonna have the left on the right and the right on the left.
Oh, it says we're having trouble streaming to the Facebook. This may be an issue with Facebook, man.
Okay. But it's still recording.
Okay, yeah, it's still recording.
Go ahead.
Oh, but no, I think you were saying something. Oh shit, what was we saying?
So we went back. I don't remember.
Damn, that's some ADHD shit right there. That's some ADHD shit right there, yo. Like I totally forgot about what the fuck was going on. Okay, so we back. But I totally forgot what we were saying. But
you were talking about the Duncans.
I was talking about how we was doing it positively.
Yeah.
And that was the first time that I've heard us say it like that in those terms, and that was real good.
That was good
to hear, and I appreciated that. I really did.
Yeah.
I was so happy for us.
So all in all, that's cool, and it was a good show, and
it's a great show.
You should follow Friends Who Smash.
Yes, Friends Who Smash podcast.
And they interview couples.
Attended some of their events.
Yeah, it's real cool. It's a cool vibe. So that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
It's a little late, but I really want your perspective on this.
Mm-hmm.
Devon Franklin and Megan Good.
Oh.
They had they wrote a book.
Today's news.
Yeah.
In love and
marriage.
In marriage. Uh-huh.
They had the book, they did the tour.
The Divine News.
Divine News.
That's what the segment will be called.
This is Divine News.
Yeah.
This segment is called Divine News.
Yep.
Just like that.
Yep, just like that.
Damn.
You gotta remember it.
Right.
Divine News.
So in this portion of Divine News, we have Megan Good and her husband Devon Franklin are filing for divorce. And divorce is a sad situation. So God. I wouldn't recommend it on any goddamn body. However, the significance about their divorce was their whole campaign to begin their marriage was about celibacy and not having sex before you were married. Yeah. So not having sex before you're married, they did this whole campaign and the weight and everything. It was beautiful to see.
Why you say it like that?
I didn't believe it.
Why you say it like?
Because I didn't.
Why you say it like
I couldn't understand it, but that's just me and my narrow mind.
You're so fucking petty. Don't say, the weight.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I think, according to.
I think.
According to the Bible. But they still ended in divorce. Okay. So no one's perfect, and we know that. How do you feel about celibacy before marriage? Is it possible?
Yeah. I think celibacy before marriage is possible.
Possible?
Possible.
All right, so we're playing spades. Is it a strong possible or a weak possible? Is it like a strong possible? Like you got like 5 spades, but they're all under 9. Yes. You got a king, then you got a queen, and she got you got 3 of the 3 hearts, and you got the queen of hearts. But you only got like 3 of them, and you got.
I got you.
2 clubs.
Is this a strong possible?
Is it a strong? Is that possible? Is it gonna? Hey.
Really, don't you realize that all your possibles really depend on how your partner plays and how you play your hand?
That's true.
So I feel like it's a strong possible.
Sidebar, can't nobody fuck with us.
No one. You hear?
We didn't cause some divorces.
We're gonna have a game night. We're gonna have a Divine Purpose game night.
We're
not gonna whoop nobody ass. We're gonna bring everybody together.
They cheating.
We're gonna have a great time.
They gotta be talking across the board. I haven't said a word.
I haven't said a word. But no, we abusive. So yeah, I feel like it's the way I play my hand, and also the possibles also always depend on your partner, because if you only got 1 heart and your partner got an ace and a king and a queen, you done fucked up 3 of their books.
No, just go a club.
No, I'm saying you could possibly mess up like 2 of their books. If you don't look at the board, if you don't play it right.
It depends on where we position that too now. Because like you could.
Where we position that?
We always be positioned across.
I was about to say. You just be talking. I'm telling you, that's that pastoral genealogy that's in Daniel Myers.
There's never been a pastor in my family.
I'm telling you, when you do your ancestry,
one
of your great granddaddies or somebody was running a mega church and somebody got arrested for doing something wrong. Somebody had about 5 kids in the church with all the deaconess. It was a scandal involving one of your family members, if not a cult that was ran by one of your family members.
I guess just because I am how I am, one of my ancestors was Greenleaf.
It's it. Yep, that was based off of your family.
Nobody in my family is no fucking pastors.
You just don't know. You just don't know. Ancestry.
So, is it possible? You
I
said it is
told
possible.
you. I think it's possible.
So, how do you feel about, like, because the thing about it that's crazy is like, you expect, because you're going into it with perfection, or with the gumption of perfection, but it ends the same way the other 50% ends. So my point is, why even all them people that was following behind them and taking these celibacy vows until marriage, these people lose a lot of hope if you're putting your faith in man. So a lot of people put their faith in man.
So you feel like
they created a movement. So how do all them people that was following that movement feel when they fall? They was on tours, they was fucking selling books. All these people were like vowing celibacy before marriage. And then all them people that do that, your example says, nah, I'm done.
That's an interesting perspective.
Sometimes
and an interesting way to look at it. But I feel like probably one of the ways where they could probably redeem themselves is by doing some sort of promotion within maybe the next 6 months to a year about doing something in reference to what happened, what was the fall, and what's the healing process that you go through after a divorce. I feel like that's the redeeming thing. When you speak about, I felt better about our situation once I accepted ownership of the stuff that I did. And it allowed me to better reconcile everything that happened when we got divorced. So I'm thinking like there's also a way for some healing to still be taught to people and to save people. And just because someone's divorced doesn't mean that you can't learn from like their mistakes if they're willing to be open about their mistakes the same way they were willing to be open about their bedroom and what wasn't going down in their bedroom. I will hope that they share. I will hope that they share what happened to cause this beautiful godly union whatever caused this beautiful godly union to separate.
Damn. Yeah, it's rough, man. I don't understand. It's and that sparks a lot of questions and that sparks a lot of conversations around divorce and around like, and that makes me think like, because that was one of the things we talked about with us not getting, married. It was just like, but you know what? That means you're afraid of commitment.
Yeah, it was definitely some of that in there. And I said that to you, and I had to be honest about that. It's definitely some fear there because I don't want to. I feel like doing this again, and then all of a sudden, we're right back to where we were. And I do feel like it's easier to kind of make a clean break, even though we have all this stuff that we got going on. But even still, I don't have to go through no legal. I just feel like I wouldn't have to go through. I feel like it's just harder. I don't know. I feel like we got a lot more going on now than we did then.
Yeah.
So I'm in this shit. I am not going anywhere. I'm committed. There is still a lot that will have to go down because I'm going to get my coins.
What? You going to have coins?
Yeah, I'm getting all of it. Like, not all of it, but I mean, like, the percentage that I am due from it all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, and I know you look, you ain't going you won't want to fight. You always ready for a fight. So it's not going to be
already
peaceful.
said.
It's not going to be peaceful.
Yeah, well.
No, it's never. Anyway, y'all. So it was.
We gotta discuss some marriage shit, and we gotta discuss some more stuff.
Yeah,
in
we
private.
gotta figure out when we're going to actually seal the deal on this. I didn't want to. I had this revelation like 3 days before Daniel's birthday, and we actually had a horrible 3 days after that. So, so I had it 3 days before Daniel's birthday. I didn't want to be like, yeah, nigga, let's get married on your birthday, because I didn't want to do that. But I should have. Happy birthday to us.
What? Okay.
Happy birthday
I was gonna say, okay,
to us.
cool. I want to.
Anyway, so, but I think within the next maybe a couple of weeks or something, we might have to walk down to the justice of the peace and make this thing happen.
Yeah, make it quick. It ain't gotta be no big ass
Yeah,
fucking deal.
because I want to celebrate somewhere nice. So
Yeah.
we might do that. We might do that. We should talk about it.
That's just fucking.
So here's the dilemma. But no, wait.
All right, nigga, fuck it. I'm all right. Fuck.
No. But here's the dilemma though about it. The real dilemma is that I was saying I wanted to do our original wedding date, February 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Kayla, Kiera, I mentioned this to the girls. They was like, why would you want to do that date? That date's dead. Daniel said, why would you want to do that date? That date's dead. So I was like, okay, so you know what's coming up February 24th. So if we don't do it like soon, then we're waiting until March. And I don't necessarily want to wait until March. I just don't want to wait till March.
Cool.
So
I'm glad you're on board finally. Let's do this.
You look real enthusiastic.
I actually am. I can't wait to turn the cameras off so I can show you how I really feel. I don't believe in no sex before marriage.
You're gonna go to sex with that pillow. You're gonna be knocked out sleep.
Shit, I'm up.
Literally
Right
just
away.
said how tired you were right before starting this show. Oh, I'm tired.
But now that you said that,
tired.
I got some energy now. That shit like this. Oh, okay, baby, I'm back.
Anyway, so yeah.
How we do?
What's today?
Today's Tuesday. What?
You know you gotta work tomorrow?
I know.
Oh, I forgot.
Let's get off. Now, we'll close with the church announcements. Again, Culture Coffee 2, first Saturday of March the 3rd. It'll be the Couples Lounge. We will have 2 couples we'll be interviewing. We'll have a live band. It'll be cool vibes. Bring your girl, bring your lady, bring your man, bring a friend, tell a friend, or just bring yourself. We don't discriminate. We are not only for couples. A lot of people that are singles watch us and listen to us and actually tell us.
Thanks for the advice.
I love so much from you. So, again, where can they find the podcast? Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Google Play, soon to be Amazon.
And that's it.
All right. I know some more, but fuck it.
Is it?
So, no, I guess.
Do you know?
This has been another episode.
You know?
This has been another episode.
Wait, do you know him?
That's why I stopped. If I wouldn't have stopped, I wouldn't have known him.
Oh, okay. I was just asking
This
if you knew.
has
Oh,
been,
you don't know how to say no, I don't know. Say no, I don't know.
I'm not saying no, I don't know.
Why? Oh, I forget. I know why. I know why you can't say no, you don't know. Because what was the statement that you recently just said? You said, I know who I am. Gods don't apologize. This has been another episode of Divine Purpose Podcast with your host, Patrice and
Daniel Myers. Peace.
Mazel tov.
You dumb as shit, man.